Right now this morning, a man convicted in a 2021 triple homicide returns to court for sentencing today. And winter weather taking a toll on your skin. On Mindful Monday, a dermatologist shares the surprising reason your moisturizer could be making things worse.
Plus, cold and breezy conditions coming in today, and then again for Wednesday when the winds really start to tick up with wind gusts up to about 28 miles per hour. We'll talk about that again in just a moment.
This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us for News 8 Now this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. On this Monday, December 2nd, a lot of news to get to, but first we will check in with News 8 meteorologist Art Jarrett for a look at the forecast. It is cold, Art.
Oh my goodness, I forgot my gloves this morning, so I was like, oh my, oh my, oh my. As we get into it, snow flurries possibly west of the Mississippi River. They could actually cross over and get into Prairie du Chien, possibly La Crosse as well. We could see some over in Eau Claire as well. Then breezy conditions will ensue as we go into Wednesday. That's our next batch of snow. That'll be accumulative. We're also looking at current temperatures right now in the teens. You're seeing that from 19 down to 13 degrees in some cases. What does it feel like out there, though? Oh, my goodness. It is 9 degrees in Eau Claire. That's what it feels like right now. 5 degrees in La Crosse, Viroqua 4, and Decorah 3, and 15 in Prairie du Chien right now. Believe it or not, with the possibility of snow. Hey, again, we get the observed winds. We're up to at least 3 to 8 miles per hour, maybe 9 in Marshfield. Current visibility, mostly the fog is along the Mississippi River and over to the west. We'll also be seeing the possibility of La Crosse down to 3 miles of visibility as well. So patchy fog with, of course, a little bit of snow on the roadways right now is part of your forecast. So we'll talk about that more when I return.
All right, Art, thank you. 37-year-old Naya Tao will be sentenced today in La Crosse County Court for a 2021 triple homicide. A jury found Tao guilty in August on 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and 1 count of possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. Prosecutors say Tao committed the murders with 47-year-old Comntheth Ratanasak. The sentencing today is set to start at 2. A La Crosse man will be arraigned this morning in the fatal shooting of his stepdad. 41-year-old Alan Fry is charged with first-degree homicide in the death of 61-year-old Brady Fredrickson. Prosecutors say Fry shot Fredrickson during an argument over a coat at their Farnham Street home in January. Fry remains on a he remains in jail, that is, on a $750,000 cash bond. 1 person is in the hospital this morning after a Thanksgiving night stabbing in Tomah. Police say the victim arrived at Tomah Health with life-threatening injuries around 10 p.m. Thursday night. 33-year-old Justin Novak now facing attempted first-degree homicide charges. Investigators say the stabbing happened on the 600 block of Kilbourne Avenue. Police are asking anyone with information to contact the number you see there on your screen. And 1 person is in custody after a crash Thursday afternoon in the town of Unity. Deputies say an intoxicated driver ran off County Road D, hitting a communications box, fence, and utility pole, causing a power outage. The car continued through a pasture before crashing into a road embankment. The driver was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And some national news. President Joe Biden has given his son a, quote, full and unconditional pardon. Hunter Biden, facing up to 42 years he was in prison for gun and tax crimes. Now he's likely to remain free, as Amy Kiley reports.
Joe Biden's pardon here of his son, in all likelihood, to a virtual certainty, did spare Hunter Biden from having to go to prison.
Hunter Biden is vowing to help others struggling with addiction after receiving a full pardon from his father. President Joe Biden says he changed his mind about clemency for his son because he thinks politics has caused a miscarriage of justice.
We'll never know definitively whether Hunter Biden was given lenient treatment or harsher treatment because of his name, but I can tell you based on my experience, he was certainly given different treatment than an ordinary person.
Hunter Biden is convicted of possessing a firearm while addicted to or using illegal drugs and has pleaded guilty to tax crimes related to money he has since repaid. In total, the charges against him carry a maximum sentence of 42 years in prison.
I think what happened in this case is the pendulum sort of swung from one extreme to the other, and you ended up with an outcome that the president felt necessary to issue a pardon on.
Republicans are blasting the pardon. It's unlikely to go over well with Democrats either. But analysts say the president's overriding motivation wasn't political.
What you're talking about here is, Biden taking a step that is going to be very controversial, even with his own party, to protect his son.
As a father, it was probably pretty difficult not to proceed.
The pardon covers all potential crimes from roughly the past decade. That span includes Hunter Biden's controversial tenure on the board of a Ukrainian gas company. President-elect Trump, meanwhile, continuing to make some key department picks over the weekend, starting with the nomination of Kash Patel as the next FBI director. In a statement, Trump called Patel a brilliant lawyer and investigator, but current FBI Director Christopher Wray, whom Trump appointed in 2017, still has 3 years left of his 10-year term. For Patel to take the position, Wray would need to either resign or be fired. And Trump saying he plans to nominate Chad Chronister to serve as the head of the Drug Enforcement Agency. Chronister, currently the sheriff in Hillsborough County, Florida. And the father of Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, has also been chosen to serve as the next U.S. ambassador to France. Charles Kushner was pardoned by Trump in 2020 after serving a prison sentence for a tax evasion conviction. Trump is also issuing a warning to the BRICS nations of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The group is considering a common currency to replace the U.S. dollar in their trade deals. The president-elect says his administration will impose 100% tariffs on any BRICS nation that moves away from the dollar. A major snowstorm threw a wrench in the post-Thanksgiving commute for millions of Americans as more snow and bitter cold temperatures continue in parts of the Northeast and Midwest. CBS's Naomi Ruckham shows us the rough conditions as winter takes hold.
Several feet of snow blanketed parts of the country this Thanksgiving weekend, complicating an already congested commute for millions.
Let's just say I had to plow my own driveway with my car, but maybe like 24 inches. It's up there. My other cars are all glued in.
Nearly 2 feet fell in parts of Ohio, Michigan, and New York, with snow falling as fast as 3 inches an hour in some spots. In Buffalo, die-hard Bills fans braved the storm for their team, despite some saying it was the worst game day snow they'd ever seen.
We take a lot of pride in coming out and dealing with the elements. And when we get snow, it just fires us up even more.
The severe weather hit as nearly 80 million Americans traveled at least 50 miles from home this holiday weekend, including a record more than 5 million people hitting the skies. Outside D.C.'s Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, traffic backed up for nearly a mile. Some travelers waited 2 hours, bumper to bumper. Others hopped out of their cars and ran.
It's insane. Yeah, I literally just got off the taxi. I was there for 20 minutes or so in standstill and was up to like $30. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not racking up a $500 bill.
And though the holiday rush takes a brief pause until Christmas, forecasters anticipate more snow and even colder weather in the days ahead.
'Tis the season. Frigid air now moves over the eastern third of the country with temperatures about 10 degrees below average there. Some good news, though. Most of the heavy accumulation of snow has passed. Law enforcement is looking for 2 men involved in a theft at a Menominee Falls Ace Hardware. Police say the suspect stole a Milwaukee tool item Friday before leaving in a U-Haul box truck. If you have any information, contact the Waukesha County Crime Stoppers. Wisconsin's Democratic Party Chair Ben Wickler is taking aim at the national stage. He announced his candidacy to lead the Democratic National Committee following major state victories, including the flipping of the Supreme Court. The DNC will choose its new leader in February. Wisconsin ranks near the bottom for broadband internet access. Only 78% of Wisconsinites have access to high-speed internet, putting the state 45th in the nation. Though state regulators do dispute some of that data. Help is on the way. Wisconsin is getting a share of a $1.1 billion federal grant through the bipartisan infrastructure law. The state aims to connect nearly all underserved areas by 2030. The time now is 6:09, still ahead on your morning news. Deals are stacking up for Cyber Monday. We'll tell you what's worth it. The Container Store needs a good holiday season to keep itself from bankruptcy, and Stellantis announcing a shakeup at the top. And a controversial new law taking effect in Minnesota could drive up the price of your next Uber or Lyft ride. We'll tell you why. And for now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. A new book is offering readers a chance to join a real-life treasure hunt. Author John Collins Blatt has hidden more than $2 million worth of treasure across the country. His book, There's Treasure Inside, provides the clues to find them. The hidden troves include gold, rare Pokemon cards, sports memorabilia, even a brooch once owned by Jackie Kennedy. Collins Black says he created multiple treasure sites to give more people a chance to join the hunt. Pretty cool. And as you start to wake up this morning, leaving you with a quick wake-up call with the birthplace of the electric television and the Irish coffee. That is San Francisco, California. Art's doing a fist pump. Not the birthplace of art, right? But your origin story started there. All right, stay with us. Your consumer news is coming up.
Give the ultimate gift this holiday season with power tools from Menards. Bosch power tools are engineered to handle the toughest jobs, and Menards carries over 75 Bosch tools in stock. Whether you need to rip, cut, drill, or drive, Bosch power tools provide the power you need for tackling the toughest jobs. Now at Menards. Buy a select Bosch 18-volt tool and get a free 18-volt 4-amp-hour battery kit.
Save big money at Menards.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was worried when I found out Duke had to get knee surgery, but the process was easier than we thought.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Are your toilets in need of an upgrade? Not only can older toilets be uncomfortable, they can also clog more and increase your utility bills. At Maxwell White, we offer professionally trusted Kohler toilets. Our popular best-selling toilet is the Kohler Highline, available in various heights to provide ultimate accessibility and ease of use. Don't wait. Start enjoying the exceptional power, innovation, and water-saving sustainability of a new Kohler toilet. Trust the toilet experts at Maxwell White. Plumbing done right. Call today.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Hi, well, good morning to you. The advisories that are happening right now, as you can see, mostly from lake effect snow coming from Lake Michigan going into Michigan, then up to the north and northeast for us here locally. You're seeing more snow up there, and the possibility of snow kind of moving a little bit closer as you get to I-74, getting closer to Prairie du Chien and possibly La Crosse. Current temperatures across the world, we are pretty much with everybody else on that. We're not alone in this cold right now. We're holding on to temperatures in the teens currently as you get into it. Cold conditions right now. It feels like it's in the single digits for us locally, at least 8 to about 7 degrees when you go from Eau Claire down to La Crosse. Breezy conditions will ensue as we get into Wednesday, and that's really going to help out. We have some wind right now, but mostly it's up to about maybe 18 miles per hour. Kids going to school today, you've got that snow possibility for La Crosse. You're looking at 16 degrees, holding on to about 27 degrees for the afternoon for our high. Getting into Eau Claire, you're looking at 18 degrees, mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy conditions going right back into partly cloudy skies for your afternoon. You're also going to be seeing La Crosse showing more cloud cover working into the forecast as well, becoming partly cloudy leading into the afternoon. Eau Claire will start a little bit sunnier on the sunnier side of things, getting into at least partly to mostly cloudy skies to finish your day. Holding on to the temperatures, well, we're looking at 25 to about 28 degrees out there, and man, oh man, is it cold. Tomorrow, we'll be seeing temperatures holding on to at least 25 to about near 30 degrees. Back to you, Alexandra.
In your consumer news this morning, millions of people are getting online for one of the biggest shopping days of the year today, Cyber Monday. In case you missed it, some retailers are offering pretty big price cuts on a wide range of items, often with free shipping. More than 183 million people are planning to shop in stores and online between Thanksgiving through today. The Container Store is hoping you'll be shopping there. They're looking for a strong holiday season to save them from bankruptcy. A weak housing market and tough competition have significantly slowed sales for the chain. Other stores are also feeling the squeeze. Chains like LL Flooring, Big Lots, and Jo-Ann Fabric have filed for bankruptcy in recent months. A major shakeup in the auto industry. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares announcing he is resigning. Tavares has been under fire for months over the company's disappointing sales and disagreements he's had with the board of directors. Stellantis makes Chrysler, Jeep, Fiat, and Peugeot, among other brands. The search for a new CEO is expected to be complete by the middle of next year. A controversial new law taking effect in Minnesota could drive up the price of your next Uber or Lyft, as the minimum wage for drivers has now increased. Uba Ali reports.
We fought, we walked, we marched. Fighting against the threat of Uber and Lyft skipping town. Very concerned, very concerned. The rideshare showdown started back in March when the Minneapolis City Council passed a pay raise for drivers like Mardise Washington. It was scary, and it was almost like no one heard us. No one understood that the drivers wasn't getting paid correctly. After months of drama, it was state lawmakers who struck a deal much smaller with rideshare companies.
It was a hard fight. There were a lot of tears, but we won, and the drivers won. So thank you.
We needed help, and they came in and helped. Starting Sunday, drivers will get almost a 20% raise, earning $1.28 per mile and 31 cents a minute. Every ride will also have a $5 minimum. It is a great thing. It's a way that I can calculate how much I'm getting paid while I'm on the road. So that makes me so excited. And it would also provide drivers with more benefits. Benefits Washington says is crucial, especially with inflation hurting her bottom line. You're responsible for your car. You're responsible for your gas. You're responsible if you eat. And everyone knows that food has increased tremendously. We needed an increase to be able to stay on the road. Are you concerned that ridership is going to go down because of the pay increase? I truly hope not. An Uber spokesperson said riders will see an increase in prices, but they will do whatever they can to make it as low as possible.
That's it for your morning consumer news. Time now is 6:18. Let's check in with Art for a look at our forecast.
Okay, and away we go. There's the rainfall you can see right here, still working into the north. Some of it coming in from the, to the southwest, again, going into areas right by Minnesota and then trying to get closer to us here. You can still see holding on to this rainfall and the mix of snow kind of working into our forecast. As we zoom out, you can see the cloud cover still overcast skies right now, but we'll get to at least partly cloudy skies to finish the day. As far as the snow tracker is concerned, we're looking at the snow kind of popping in right now down to the south. We're holding on to, again, just west of the Mississippi River, mostly where that snow is right now, getting to Prairie du Chien and then backing off a bit. We'll see that kind of dry out. Then eventually the rainfall and snow starts to come in from the north, and that will get into Wausau, probably Ladysmith as well, and then possibly Mansfield. And then eventually it dries out by the 7 o'clock hour for your evening commutes in. Now, that being said, we take a look at what's happening for today. The possibility of La Crosse picking up maybe a snow flurry for the 7 o'clock hour and then being done by 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock with increasing clouds, and then opening up the skies, getting into partly to mostly cloudy skies for the day. Then we'll see at least for the evening we're back into partly cloudy skies to finish your day for sure. We'll go back into it here looking at that rain and snow for today. It gets a little bit closer to the north, as I've mentioned before, and what happened to the south is already gone by now, but you can see it kind of filling in still, trying to get to Green Bay. slowly but surely, and it does by the time we get into Wednesday, where we have another batch of snow moving in, and it will be breezy and gusty, and you can see that filling in all the way to La Crosse, and that's about a 20% chance. So bear that in mind for everybody. It's going to be a blustery day going into Wednesday as well as Thursday. Your highs for the day are about 25 to about 28 degrees for you. Partly cloudy conditions as we finish out your day. The zones are going to show pretty much everybody maybe picking up a little bit of snow as they are along most of the Mississippi River there, and then there may be some locations that pick up just a few flurries as they are just a little bit more to the east, believe it or not. As this continues on, the north zone showing a little bit of less snow for now, but maybe into the evening hours, as I mentioned during the commute, they'll happen to have that. We'll see the winds stay a little bit gusty going into at least the end of the commute today. Monday's highs looking like that, as I mentioned, 25 to about 29 degrees. And of course, the winter solstice begins as we go into December 21st, and that starts at 3:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. That being said, take a look at your next 8 days, and away we go. Slightly warming as we go into tomorrow. So today is 27, tomorrow's 29, 37 by Wednesday, believe it or not. But we still get the snow, and of course, by Thursday going into Friday, we'll start to charge it up again with maybe a slight chance of snow coming back again for Friday going into Saturday. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. The time now is 6:20, still ahead. Horses in the hallway. Coming up, how one nursing home is using unique animal therapy to help residents reconnect with their past.
Coming up in sports, week 13 of the NFL season, the Vikings going for their 10th win of the year, plus UWL women's basketball in action. All of those highlights coming up in the Morning Blitz.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea.
We got a message from Mr. Bobby Bones.
Hey everybody, Bobby Bones here. I just want to say thank you for listening to the Bobby Bones Show. We got some ratings back, and we are the #1 morning show, 18 to 49, right here in La Crosse. So thank you so much for listening to the Bobby Bones Show, for listening on Kicks 106.3. We hope to be your friends in the morning. And if you know somebody that hasn't checked us out, tell them, let them know. And again, thank you so much.
Kicks 106.3.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 715-469-6907. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 715-469-6907. Again, that's 715-469-6907.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
There's been more than a few changes over the years. But if there's one thing that hasn't changed, it's our commitment. 70 years and counting. Thanks for watching.
The place to save big money on all your home improvement needs.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz, week 13 of the NFL season. A weird week as we had 3 Thanksgiving games and a Black Friday game. The Packers, of course, getting a win over Miami on Thursday. So now we turn our attention to the Minnesota Vikings. With Green Bay hot on their heels in the standings, Minnesota needs to continue to find ways to win, and yesterday was no different. Let's go to US Bank Stadium, the first of a 3-game homestead for Minnesota. Let's pick this one up in the second half. 12-6 Arizona, all field goals thus far, but on 1st and 10, Kyler Murray going to the end zone. He's got Maserati Marvin Harrison Jr. hauling it in. Cardinals take a 19-6 lead. And here come the Vikings. 1st and goal, Sam Darnold dropping back, avoids the pressure, buying time, and he's got Johnny Munt wide open. Minnesota has a touchdown. The Vikings are down by just 6, and with just over 2 minutes to play, Minnesota still trailed by 6. They need a touchdown, facing 4th and 7, but Darnold goes to his man, Justin Jefferson, for the first down. Then on the 5-yard line, 2nd and 2, Darnold hits Aaron Jones in the flat, and Jones takes it in for the score. Vikings go up 1. Jones fumbled early in the game. He dropped a touchdown pass. Well, that's why you get 60 minutes coming in clutch for Minnesota. Now Arizona could still win it with the field goal, but on 4th and 10, Kyler Murray is going to be picked off. Shaquille Griffin jumps the route, and the Vikings hang on for their 5th straight win. And with that, let's take a look at the NFC North standings. At the top, we've got the Detroit Lions. It's hard to say they haven't been the best team all season long, currently on a 10-game win streak. Behind them, the 10-2 Minnesota Vikings, currently the 5 seed if the season ended today, the top wild card team. Then sitting at the 6th seed in the second wild card team is the 9-3 Green Bay Packers. We get Packers versus Lions coming up on Thursday Night Football. We'll have more on this one throughout the week. And at the bottom, currently on a 6-game losing streak, are the Chicago Bears. UWL women's basketball hosting the Thanksgiving Classic. Eagles were taking on St. Benedict and the Bennies. With the fast start, Lauren Arnold dribbling up the court. Nobody picks her up. She goes all the way, lays it in for the early lead. UWL would heat up, and it would start with the defense. Grace Nuff jumps the pass, turns it into offense. Eagles go in front, and then a few minutes later, the pass up the court, and Lauren Milne dribble crossover. One more move, and in for 2. UWL cruising, but St. Benedict would hit another gear as the former Cotter Rambler Megan Morgan knocks down the 3. Bennies get the win 57-54. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
You're young, but your bathroom is old. I get it. I visit my kids, grandkids, my precious great-grandkids. Doesn't fit their lifestyle. Not safe. Old and ugly. You'll be amazed at the transformation you can make in just a few days. New tub and shower with all new fixtures, new toilet, new sink and vanity, new flooring, at an investment much less than you might think. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate on your new bathroom.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event going on now. So join us for extended Black Friday savings store-wide while supplies last. Like 45% off this 6-quart slow cooker, just $29.99. Half off this Monster Jam playset, $49.99. Save $90 on this 56-piece Milwaukee socket set and get extended Black Friday savings on assorted Blaine's bird suet, 99 cents each. Don't miss your last chance to save on extended Black Friday deals at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Valley Fudge and Candy came about almost by accident. I wanted to be in a craft show, and I am not crafty. So my husband Steve said, well, let's make some fudge like your grandma used to make. We took it to the craft show, totally sold out, and here we are all these years later with over 45 flavors of fudge. What's better for the holidays than fudge? We have individual pieces or gift boxes. Try our holiday or everyday flavors. Stop in the store or visit us online.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
The most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
When I walked away from my first meeting with Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben, I felt so special. I felt that I was going to be their #1 client, and that comfort that they gave me carried through my whole court case. I always felt that they were pushing for me, advocating for me. They never gave up.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben. Call or visit schwebel.com.
Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Welcome back. In your morning medical news, an irregular sleep schedule could take a toll on your heart. New research shows people with inconsistent bedtimes are 26% more likely to face heart problems, including strokes and heart attack. The study suggests keeping a regular sleep schedule may be even more important than how long you sleep. Black athletes are 5 times more likely to experience sudden cardiac arrest and death than white athletes. A review of data by Emory Health Sciences found health disparities may be caused by differences in economic stability, proximity to healthcare facilities, discrimination, and access to health information. Sudden cardiac arrest is a leading cause of death for young athletes, although rates do appear to be on the decline. There are many kinds of therapy for those struggling with their mental health. CBS's Leah Mishkin shows us a unique approach making a big impact at nursing homes in England.
Once a month in the halls of Charlie Grove Care Home in Oxford, England.
Hello, oh, I recognise you.
A special visitor stops by.
A lovely little pink.
The power of connection goes a long way here, since residents rarely get outdoors.
All our residents are able to go out, but sometimes they either choose not to, or it's more difficult for them because of their disabilities.
What do you notice after a visit with these ponies?
Even residents living with dementia remember.
This therapy pony named Poppy brings 101-year-old Connie back to her grandfather's farm when she was a little girl.
My dog's called Poppy.
And for Walter, he's flooded with memories of his pet.
It's incredible how you can see how it really relaxes. Yeah, it's incredible.
Sarah Woodland makes it happen. Poppy is one of 7 therapy ponies she takes to nursing homes and hospitals.
Oh, my love.
Her dinky ponies have gone viral on social media.
Well, there's something else for them to focus on, isn't there? So it's something else for them to think about, to focus on, to love. Plus, it's something for them to look forward to. Absolutely, yeah.
And it's hard not to smile, seeing a pony being loved and giving that love right back.
We'll see.
They're so cute. Woodland says some of her mini Shetlands are better with the elderly, some are better with children, others are brilliant at coping with loud noises and wheelchairs. The Campbell Fire Department had a special helper on their safety rounds yesterday. Santa Claus hitched a ride with firefighters to tour French Island. The big guy handed out holiday treats and fire safety information as he made his way through the neighborhood.
Everybody stay safe, have a great holiday. Remember, you got 23 more days before I show up, so be good. I'm watching.
The countdown is on. This was the event's 19th year. Small businesses in Bangor are rolling out the welcome mat for holiday shoppers. The village's 2nd annual Holidays in the Village event is bringing the community together while encouraging people to shop local this season.
We both grew up in the Bangor area, and it's fun to come back to downtown Bangor and just see it thriving with new restaurants and cute little shops.
A tree lighting, sleigh rides, and visits with Santa were all part of the event. And a Sparta resort transformed into a holiday shopping destination. The Evergreen Glitter Fest holiday market at Justin Trails featured handmade treasures from alpaca wool mittens to authentic European treats.
The mix of vendors, there's so many different vendors and so many new vendors. There's only like 5 vendors that have been here before.
And there was also a Christkindl market. Copeland Park sparkled this weekend as the North Side kicked off its holiday season. The annual Lights Over North La Crosse brought together some holiday music, photos with an elf, and a partnership with Wafer Food Pantry.
It's just a sense of community. Everyone comes out and kind of starts singing Christmas carols, and it really just kicks off the holiday season.
Some fireworks too, as you see there. The event was free for the community. Rotary Lights welcoming all families with a special sensory-friendly evening tonight. That'll start at 5, go till 8. The La Crosse Area Autism Foundation is hosting the All Abilities Night at Riverside Park. Families can enjoy the lights in a calmer setting with quieter music. There's also a sensory quiet igloo, some hot chocolate, and of course Santa will be there. News 8 Now's annual Joy of Sharing event returns Friday. For the first time this year, we're hosting 2 donation drives, one at the Festival of Foods in Onalaska, another at the festival in La Crosse. We'll collect monetary donations, food, and toys throughout the day, so join us for team coverage and help make the season brighter for our community. Milwaukee Bucks forward Chris Middleton is once again kicking off his 12 Days of Christmas initiative. Milwaukee's Hunger Task Force hosted Middleton for a holiday food sorting event, as Pavlina Osta reports.
Dozens of community volunteers sort 6,000 pounds of food.
Soups, cereals, canned fruits and vegetables, all the healthy items that we need to stock up local food pantries.
It's part of Milwaukee Bucks forward Chris Middleton's 12 Days of Christmas.
It's about giving back to our communities that, we're involved in, that support us through our toughest times.
This past month, we served over 50,000 people across all of our programs. That's a 30% increase from the same time last year.
This past year, Hunger Task Force distributed more than 10.3 million pounds of food.
Volunteer events like this, donations from the community are critical to us being able to meet that need right now.
Other than keeping the pantry stocked, Hunger Task Force and Middleton share one main focus: getting healthy food into local pantries.
Get good, balanced pasta meals, spaghetti meals, whatever, but it's definitely important to pick good things into your body.
King says there's a tremendous need, and partnering with stars like Middleton makes all the difference.
Yeah, it definitely moves the needle. Chris put the word out, and now all of a sudden we have all the volunteers that we need to get this essential work done.
But Middleton says the real credit goes to...
These are the real heroes that, are here supporting these people, supporting this factory, doing everything that they can to help out.
Love to see it. The time now is 6:36. Let's check in with Art to tell us what to expect on our cold morning commute.
Oh my goodness, yes, you're so right though. Cold and breezy as we go into today. There's a little bit of wind today, but it's going to be really breezy going into Wednesday. Those winds are going to be up to at least 28, 29 miles per hour in some cases, and we'll see some blustery winds on Thursday as well. That being said, take a look at what's going on. There's the rainfall, light to moderate rainfall moving into Wisconsin there. Down to the south, though, it's more light rainfall with the possibility of a snow flurry. Not out of the question. We're still holding on to cloudy skies right now. Locally, get a little bit closer though. Advisories, nothing really happening as far as advisories in our area right now. Snow flurries west of the river, as I mentioned today. Low chance of a light flurry, not out of the question for you there as well. And then, of course, you got Wednesday, the rain, the snow, and of course, the breezy and gusty winds. Here's a look at our local temperatures right now. Looking like about 15 to about maybe 17, 18, 19 miles per hour. It's our temperature-wise, I should say. Feels like it's like 6 degrees out there for Eau Claire. La Crosse feels like it's 7 degrees. Man, oh man, I am just not used to this. But you know what? Everybody says you will be in a year. How about this? Observe wind speeds. You can see those winds getting up to about 10 miles per hour in some cases. Visibility mostly lingering around the Mississippi River and our river valleys. So bear that in mind for you as you get out today. You're also going to be seeing a little bit of fog still lingering, as I said, right by the river and maybe inside of areas by Iowa and portions of Wisconsin. And there's a look at your kids going to school today for La Crosse and for Eau Claire. Get out there and have a wonderful day.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. Penelope, turning 8 years old. She loves rainbows, fairies, and everything pink, as you see here. And we've got Alex. He's also turning 8. He loves to go fishing and is always building something. Happy birthday to both of you. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo on our website, news8000.com. Coming up is your winter skincare routine actually aging you faster. Learn the simple changes that could save your skin and your wallet on Mindful Monday.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Well, that was too close. If we keep waiting, it'll get one of us.
I know these things can be a real hazard, but groundwater does this to concrete all the time.
Water did this.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay. You can lift it back up.
Well, let's get lifting.
Let's do it.
The effects of water can be surprising, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. For a limited time, get $500 off any repairs when you call or go online today.
For over 5 decades, Jim's Truck and Trailer in Winona has been your solution for everything transportation related. In 1971, my dad Jim recognized truckers and families needed a reliable partner who will have their vehicle road ready. Still family owned and operated, our mission has never wavered. Whether your ride is a truck and trailer, auto transportator, charter bus, or RV, Jim's Truck and Trailer's fleet of ASE certified technicians can handle any issue or upgrade. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks, repair, refinish, remarkable.
Nutcracker Magical Christmas Ballet celebrates the season with America's favorite holiday tradition. Gather your loved ones and be enchanted by an all-star international cast. Returning to Pablo Center at the Confluence December 5th. Tickets at nutcracker.com.
Ready? Okay.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colvey's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColveys.com or pick them up at Sue Colvey's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer: American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
All right, as we go into your forecast here, take a look at what I've got going on for you. There's a little bit of snow kind of working in the forecast, but that's going to get out of the way. I want to show you right now snow flurries west of the river right now, and that's going to get into your forecast this morning for people that are heading to La Crosse this morning, Prairie du Chien, maybe even Boscobel. In fact, it'll be mostly in the southeastern quadrant of areas right by Minnesota and then to our southwest here locally. We have cloudy skies right now with rainfall moving into the north, and that is light to moderate rainfall. We'll also see a light batch of rainfall kind of moving into the south as well locally here for us. Here's the rainfall in the form of snow mix. You can see that right now getting closer to La Crosse. You're also going to be seeing that kind of move into areas by Preston, Decorah, and Boscobel along the Mississippi River. It almost doesn't look like it's going to hit La Crosse, but it probably does, because we're still showing the possibility of a flurry, not out of the question for La Crosse. You're also looking at Sky Tracker as we go through the day, looking at least about 2 o'clock for your highs, around 27 degrees expected for La Crosse. Eau Claire could get up to about 27 degrees as well now. They were showing 26 before. We'll also finish out the day with rain and snow moving well to the north instead, and that's going to affect Ladysmith and Wausau to finish out your evening commute. Now that, we take a look here going into the 7 a.m. hours. I mentioned before, this was showing snow just a moment ago, but now it's not. Going right into the 9 o'clock hour and 11 o'clock hour, we start to gain some clouds, lose some clouds, and then get back down to at least mostly cloudy skies. Eventually, partly cloudy skies will ensue. I'm going to show you Eau Claire here for the kids going to school this morning. Still showing a little bit of snow, 18 degrees by 7 p.m. It would be a light flurry if it does, maybe not even hitting the ground. Heading home, though, 26 degrees expected. Then we get into Wednesday. The possibility of snow getting into the area is going to be about a 20% chance, and it's decently going to work its way from Minneapolis right into La Crosse, and that's going to bring in some some decent snow with a mix of rain as well, and that continues as it tracks a little bit more to the east as we go into the evening hours for us for the day. You can see it again coming back again. That's about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, then off to the east it goes. Highs for the day, we're looking at about 25 to about maybe 28 to 29 degrees for the day. It'll be mostly, partly cloudy skies coming into the forecast, and then eventually we'll see the zone showing you that we're going to be holding on to some snow for some locations and not so much for some, mostly by the river, and that continues on as we finish out the day today, as you can see there. Now, that being said, take a look at the highs again for today. We don't need to see that. We just saw that again. Let's get into this, though. 27 degrees for today, cold, breezy getting into Wednesday, but Tuesday looks to be a little bit warmer, and of course just a regular light day with mostly cloudy skies, breezy and gusty for Wednesday, and that carries over into Thursday. Rain chance, about a 10% chance for Friday, going into Saturday doing the same. More rain and snow coming back for Sunday into Monday.
With temperatures dropping and heaters running full blast, many of us are battling dry, itchy winter skin. Here to help us combat these cold weather concerns is board-certified dermatologist Dr. Chad Weaver from Winona Health. He's joining us on this Mindful Monday. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
We are excited to hear about this. This is definitely a topic that affects a lot of us. So start with the basics. Why does our skin become so dry in the winter?
Winter just brings out the dry temperatures, and it's much harder for skin to maintain the moisture.
Okay.
And so that's why frequent moisturization is often required.
Okay.
So what are the most common mistakes during the winter that people make about dry skin?
What a lot of people do is they like to take those warm showers.
Yes.
I know I do. And that oftentimes can actually dry out the skin.
Okay.
Also, sometimes wool or really thick clothing can dry out the skin as well. So
okay, interesting.
Two of the most common problems that we see in the wintertime.
Okay, so turn the temperature down just a little bit, right?
Bit,
okay,
yes.
We know it's hard to do for sure. What about treatments? You know, we see things like hydrofacials, things like that. Are those actually worth the investment? Do you recommend things like that in the winter?
They can be helpful for cleaning out the pores and other more cosmetic reasons, but not so much for causing a long-term moisturization.
Okay, actually helping there. So for someone like me who wears a lot of makeup, probably good for that pore cleansing.
Exactly.
Right, but I'm going to still need some moisturizers.
You already have wonderful skin, though.
Thank you so much. Okay, so then, speaking of the skincare and stuff, is there a specific ingredients we should be looking for?
Typically, I tell patients to look for ceramides.
Okay.
That's a protein that our skin needs.
Okay.
Many of the common commercial products have that
in it,
okay. and that really can help moisturize the skin and get more long-lasting benefits.
Okay, a lot of commercials actually show diagrams of the ceramides getting kind of filled in with the moisture coming in and filling up and blowing up a little bit. Yeah, anyway, about the body.
Look at that advertising.
What about the body, though? Are there specific areas of the body that we need to pay more attention to during the winter?
I think one of the things that people tend to do is to over dry their skin or overwash their skin.
Yeah.
So really go for targeted areas in the wintertime. So kind of the private areas underneath the arms, the face, but not to use any harsh soaps all over the body.
Okay, so remember some of those kind of forgotten places we may not be seeing.
Exactly.
Okay, good to know there. Okay, humidifiers, you know, do they really help? If so, where should we place them, or is it kind of maybe not helping?
Humidifiers can help.
Okay.
Not as much as using regular moisturization.
Okay.
Nothing works as well as that. I usually recommend putting humidifiers in the bedroom. That usually seems to work the best.
Okay.
Also helps with people who have dry cough or allergies in the wintertime.
Yeah, okay, so helps some of those symptoms. And if we are experiencing really dry, really itchy skin, nothing seems to be working, speak with your dermatologist. Is that what you recommend?
Absolutely. One of the conditions that you can get is dermatitis or eczema, where it's red, dry, cracked, itchy skin, and sometimes that needs a prescription medication in order to relieve the symptoms.
Okay, all right, well, great to know. Dr. Weaver, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Sharing this insight with us, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stay with us, we're back right after this.
I'm Vladimir Dutip. Coming up on CBS Mornings, David Begnaud introduces us to a family and their new four-legged friend who was saved from dangerous waters when Hurricane Milton approached back in October. It's a story of hope and new beginnings you don't want to miss. Plus, wickedly talented Cynthia Erivo will be in studio to chat about the new movie's success and what went into making Oz come to life on the big screen. That's coming up on CBS Mornings.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event going on now. So join us for extended Black Friday savings store-wide while supplies last. Like more than half off these men's Skechers athletic shoes, just $29.99. Half off these Blaine's brand nuts and chocolates. Save $10 on Ergo Drive heated vehicle seat cushions or blankets. And get extended Black Friday savings on select orthopedic dog beds, just $12.99. Don't miss your last chance to save on extended Black Friday deals at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
News 8 Now and the Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees in parks with notes attached to them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Donations will be accepted at the Co-op Credit Union location in Alaska.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Be part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 6th at the Village in Onalaska Festival Foods.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations stay right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great, and we'll see you Friday, December 6th for the Joy of Sharing.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes, those with a special kind of courage or ability, those saving the day, one person at a time. News 8 Now wants to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero. Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now.
Welcome back at 6:52. Time for your morning news now. 37-year-old Naya Tao will be sentenced today in La Crosse County Court for a 2021 triple homicide. A jury found him guilty on 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and 1 count of possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. Prosecutors say he committed the murders with 47-year-old Comnetheth Ratanasak. The sentencing starts at 2 p.m. A La Crosse man will be arraigned this morning in the fatal shooting of his stepfather. 41-year-old Alan Fry is charged with first-degree homicide in the death of 61-year-old Brady Fredrickson. Prosecutors say Fry shot Fredrickson during an argument over a coach at their home in January. Fry remains in jail on a $750,000 cash bond. 1 person is in the hospital after a Thanksgiving night stabbing in Tomah. Police say the victim arrived at Tomah Health with life-threatening injuries around 10 p.m. Thursday night. 33-year-old Justin Novak faces attempted first-degree homicide charges in the case. Investigators say the stabbing happened on the 600 block of Kilbourne Avenue. He's facing attempted first-degree homicide charges and is being held in the Monroe County Jail. President Joe Biden has pardoned his son Hunter on federal tax and gun charges. The decision comes just weeks before Hunter's scheduled sentencing. The president said his son was the victim of selective prosecution and raw politics. Biden had previously promised to not interfere with the case. President-elect Trump chose in his former Deputy Assistant Kash Patel to lead the FBI. Patel has threatened to shake up the Justice Department. Current FBI Director Christopher Wray, a Trump appointee himself, must now either be fired or resign from his 10-year post, which doesn't expire till 2027. Small businesses in Bangor are rolling out the welcome mat for holiday shoppers. The village's second annual Holidays in Village is bringing the community together while encouraging people to shop local.
We both grew up in the Bangor area, and it's fun to come back to downtown Bangor and just see it thriving with new restaurants and cute little shops.
A tree lighting, sleigh rides, and visits with Santa were all part of the festivities. Copeland Park sparkled this weekend as the North Side kicked off its holiday season. The annual Lights Over North La Crosse brought together holiday music, photos with an elf, and a partnership with Wafer Food Pantry.
It's just a sense of community. Everyone comes out and kind of starts singing Christmas carols, and it really just kicks off the holiday season.
The event was free. Rotary Lights is welcoming all families with a special sensory-friendly evening tonight from 5 to 8. The La Crosse Area Autism Foundation is hosting an all-abilities night at Riverside Park. Families can enjoy the lights in a calmer setting with a quiet igloo, space, hot chocolate, and visits with Santa. And News 8 Now's annual Joy of Sharing event returns Friday. For the first time this year, we're hosting 2 donation drives, one at Festival in Onalaska, the other at Festival in La Crosse. We'll be collecting monetary donations, food, and toys throughout that day.
Hey, what we're looking at today here, we're going to see temperatures holding on to at least the 20s widespread. And then we're going to be seeing partly cloudy skies associated with that as well. So a little bit of snow, flurries is a slight chance, and we get into a 10% chance of that happening. Then tomorrow is just a slightly warmer day, not much increasing except for the cloud cover to mostly cloudy skies. Then Wednesday is our next batch of snow and rain mix coming into the picture. It's about a 20% chance, about a 10% chance for Thursday going into Friday, and Saturday we'll see some rainfall and snow coming in overnight going into Sunday. That's about a 20% chance, which was a 30% chance last night. And then we get into Monday again with a 20% chance of snow on the way.
All right, well, the Calgary Hitmen played the Moose Jaw Warriors to play in the franchise's 29th annual Teddy Bear Toss. When the captain scored the Hitmen's first goal, the Bears went flying onto the ice. Since the event's inception in '95, the team has collected almost 500,000 stuffed animals. The bears will now be donated to more than 70 local agencies this holiday season. All of the organizations will come together today to collect the bears, and then they'll be delivered. Thank you for starting your morning with us. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your Monday.